Hey, you want it? I got it. Let's talk about it. All right, coming to you raw and uncut. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. All right, SummerSlam, night two. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't the spectacle that we were supposed to see as far as Triple H said it was going to be a lot of surprises and it was going to be exciting. It was going to be better than, you know, night one or the best ever and stuff. Well, I understand that they, you know, um, made history. Of course, it was a two-night SummerSlam, so all the other SummerSlams were one night. So you're not going to get 113,000 people, as far as the program was concerned and stuff. But you know, no other here or there. But the card itself, it was okay. I mean, it was one great surprise at the end, you know. But we'll talk about that as we get there. All right, it started out with the women's world title: Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Naomi. The match was pretty good. I mean, it set the tone. Everything was going good. Um, as you would know that Rhea and Io would jump Naomi, give Naomi a little problem and stuff like that. But then again, Naomi kind of reversed it and stuff. I mean, because she got out of the ring and stuff. But the match was good. It was back and forth. Um, they did their thing. I mean, they did their thing, and I can give everybody their props. Rhea good, and everybody did their thing. Io always. I mean, she is probably one of the best workers. As far as the females, in the business. And Naomi turning heel really, really solidified her. I mean, she's phenomenal. She's looking great and everything. And I just love what she's doing, with that character. I mean, you can't help if the crowd still loves you. I mean, you can only do what you can do, to stay in character, to still try to be that heel, be that heel that you like to hate and stuff, But anyway, um, it ended with Rhea giving Io Sky um, her finishing move, Riptide, and Naomi pulling Rhea off of Io and rolling her up and pinning her for the 1, 2, 3. I mean, the match was pretty good. You know, as we best expected, kind of figured that Naomi would win the match. So good for that. Then we have the TLC match. This match started off a little clunky and stuff, but it ended up real good. There was some real high spots. I mean, you had the Street Profits, DIY, Motor City Machine Gun, Fraxium, Andrade, Ray Phoenix, and then the Wyatt Six. I mean, the match was all over the place. And then all of a sudden, out comes Candice LeRae. I'm like, well, why is she coming out? And then B-Fab. And then Nikki Cross. I mean, why are the women involved in the match? And as you can see, Candice LeRae was on the on the ladder, and her husband Johnny Delgado pushed the ladder, and then there she goes crashing through another ladder. It appeared that it would look bad, but I mean, she was okay. A little bruised up later on and stuff, but I looked like she might have been okay. But that was crazy to have the women out there like that. But the match did get crazy and stuff, and then the Wyatt Six were able to retain, climb the ladder, and retain the tag belts. So we'll see what happens after that. Who's next, in line? I mean, you have all these great tag teams. Well, not great, but they're good tag teams. So we'll probably see everybody again fighting the same teams all over again. So much for that one. And then you have the Intercontinental title, Laura Vaquera with Becky Lynch. This match was actually a pretty decent, good match too. It was, what I expected, for them to beat the hell out of each other and stuff. But it was cool when Becky, put them zip ties on Lara, and Lara couldn't do anything. But then she ended up getting the upper hand on Becky and stuff, and end up freeing herself and stuff. I mean, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I thought it was going to be a clean match, and then Becky grabbed the crowbar that Lara had at the beginning of the match and stuff, and it looks like it appeared that Becky was going to hit Lara with the crowbar, and then Bailey, she grabbed the crowbar. Then Bailey and Becky get into it, and eventually you knew what was going to be the outcome. Bailey was going to strike Lyra, and then Becky would win the match. So that leaves us where we started: Bailey and Lyra Valkyria, and eventually it'll be Bailey and Becky for this title. So they need to have closure on this. It needs to be done. Closure. Forget about it. Get new people going in for this title. I understand Becky Lynch. She is actually, making the title look good, but it's boring when you have the same three people who are, you know, who are going at it, with each other and stuff. I mean, but in this match, I mean, they used everything. Table, chairs, two boxes, fire extinguishers, everything. Even Becky grabbed the chain, wrapped it around Lyra's mouth and stuff. I mean, it was a pretty good match. It was very entertaining, and so far everything was going good as far as the show is concerned. And then we have the steel cage match. This steel cage match with Solo Sikoa against Jacob Fatu was nothing what I thought it was going to be. It was the joke match of the night. I mean, there was no high spots in it. It was nothing. And then how you gonna have MFT come out to get in the ring? The reason to be it's a cage match is that it keeps people out of the ring. You know, um, and the ending, how it ended, was it sucked. I mean, it absolutely sucked. Solo ended up rolling out of the open door of the ring and falling to the floor, and he wins the match. I mean, there was no high spots or anything like that until the match was over. Then Jacob Fatu, he attacks JC Mateo and Tamatanga, and he beats the hell out of him. For what? Why is he doing this? It makes zero sense. I mean, absolutely zero sense why that happened. But anyway, Solo Segoa ends up winning the match. I'm sure there's going to probably be another rematch and everything. And eventually, Jacob Fatu will probably end up getting the U.S. title put back around his waist. But this match, this cage match, it was very disappointing. It sucked balls. Okay, moving on. Dirty Dom and AJ Styles. It was cool. I mean, I liked the fact when AJ came out, giving homage to Eddie Guerrero and stuff in that lowrider, and then the outfit that he had with the flames on it and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I give AJ his props on that. The match was pretty good too. I'm looking at Dom, and Dom is actually really, really improving in the ring and stuff. He's proven himself, to be a good intercontinental, champion, but they need to put him more in the ring. They need to give him more, ring time, defending that title and stuff. Hopefully, down the road that'll happen. I mean, don't burn him out, but at least get him in the ring and stuff. Because a lot of these champions, you're not seeing them in the ring defending the titles and stuff. They'll have their belt for like about 300 or 400 days, and they've only been on TV maybe 6 or 7 times. That's insane. That that's crazy. But that 619 to AJ Styles on the side of the ring apron and stuff. That was pretty cool from Dom. So he's learning, you know, um, he's improving in the ring, and I think Dom is going to be a force, looking forward, as his career goes and stuff. So kudos to him in a good match, and him retaining the Intercontinental title and stuff. Then we get a little thing with Stephanie. She comes out, she gives the attendance record, which was 60,561 people that showed up to a combined both nights, 113,722 people and stuff. Saying that was the biggest audience, SummerSlam ever and stuff. But again, it's a 2-night SummerSlam. You're taking that against the SummerSlams that were one night. So further on, as you go, now it will be 2 nights. Then you can compare, what was what with that. And then we get the Cody Rhodes and John Cena match. This match was everything I thought it was going to be. It was a good match. I mean, these guys must have ate their Superman vitamins. Man, they must have ate every superhero because they were taking some punishment. Both John Cena and Cody Rhodes was taking a lot of punishment. They took each other's finishes 3 times, 3-time sessions and everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was good. It was good. John Cena stayed the course, as far as, staying in his face character, for a minute there when Cody grabbed, undid the bottom ring buckle and then used the ring thing. But it was a street match, so it didn't matter and stuff. So you can't say, whether he was out of character or in character, but he said he wasn't going to flinch and he was going to do everything to get that title back. So he beat the tar out of John Cena with the ring buckle and stuff. But then, and then crossrode him a few times and then it was over 1, 2, 3. It was a real good match. Real good match. So now there's only 4 months left, for John Cena. So how are they gonna do this? I mean, if he's gonna go out as a heel, as a face, and as a champion, what belt is he gonna have doing that? So stay tuned, see what they do, see what they write up, and then all of a sudden, as things were getting done, out comes Brock Lesnar, the Beast of Carnage. And he comes out. He looks Cena down, takes off that hat, hits the ring. F5, Cena's down. Oh, man. And it's been a minute since Brock Lesnar has been in the ring. I mean, it's 2025. It's like been 2023 for Brock Lesnar to be a part of WWE. And then they're going to go back years, with a feud with John Cena and Brock Lesnar. I think that was like back, 2012, 2013, somewhere around there when they were going at it with each other. So they're taking this all the way down. So is Cena going to finally beat the people he couldn't beat, on his way out? I mean, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I'm cool that Brock Lesnar is back. We're going to see some carnage. There's going to be a lot. So get ready to go to Suplex City. Okay? All right. Thank you for watching. The show tonight was pretty decent. And God bless you. Deuces. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Leave a comment. Thank you. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.